sleeping baby.
I'll buy the file.
Wait, no, body, you should buy it.
Okay, it's raining. It's been raining all night. Our river is completely flooded. Our front lower field is becoming a lake, and the basement is flooded. So I'm going to head downstairs with my husband and start trying to push water out of our basement. I have a ton of flowers showing up today, literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stems, because I have a wedding to be designing, which my design space is in the basement, which is currently like an indoor swimming pool. And it's not supposed to stop raining. Today is gaming and action for the kids. So, not sure exactly how we're going to do that because the whole flooding thing is kind of taking over our occupied thoughts. But Virginia got some money from the Tooth Fairy, aka Mom, and Travis is on there helping her out right now. There is a skin pack on Minecraft where it allows you to be riding dinosaurs, and she is all about the dinosaurs. So that was a must. Had to get that with her Tooth Fairy funds. So Travis is going to help them out. We've had a great time Bible study, Travis and his dad having some theological discussions, which is always the sweetest thing ever to hear. And we're going to go work on some flooding issues, I think, while the kids kind of just hang out and play and do whatever they do to keep themselves occupied because, yeah, everything is floating away downstairs. I didn't think we were going to be able to get out of the driveway. Turkey was in the driveway and he did not want to move. Okay, it is like late in the day. We haven't even had lunch yet because I have been downstairs with my husband and my brother working on the basement that is incredibly flooded. Her basement floods more than I would like to admit. It's never flooded as bad as today. And I'm talking like not even the flooding we had with Hurricane Michael has it been as bad as it is today. I guess just from all the rain we've gotten lately, from how much snow we got, just how saturated the ground has already been, I guess. I don't know, but it is a ton of water. Everything is easily ankle deep, and we have been, I mean, with squeegees and, the vacuum thing that sucks up the water. What's the word I'm looking for? Shop vac. There you go. With all of that stuff, we've been running everything for hours now, and there is still so much water. So, keeping us on our toes. It is now late. Everybody is starving because we've been working like crazy trying to, shovel water out of the basement. So we're going to run out. I've got my girls back there with me, the Lillibee and Pickle Baby. And we are going to go grab, I have to hunt down some of the last vases and supplies that I need for the wedding that I'm going to be designing tomorrow and Sunday. So we're going to go, they're going to help me find the last of the things we need for that. And then get something to eat because we're all starving and have like no food left in the house. So we're going to go do that stuff. Good thing today is kind of our unschool day anyways, because we have not done any specific studies other than doing Bible study. And they've gotten a little bit of time to play and whatnot, but today's kind of our unschool, relax, let them kind of work on whatever they want to work on anyways day. So, we're gonna go do that. Hopefully there will be less water in the house when we get home. That would be fantastic. The good news is all week long, and well, for the past couple weeks, I guess, really, I have been complaining about how I need to be getting more done as far as our getting rid of all of our stuff process goes. And every day, it's like the day goes by and I still have accomplished nothing. I was planning to get done everything with the upstairs before moving on to the stuff downstairs. We have stuff from my mother-in-law, from my brothers, just stuff that just accumulates. I don't even know where from our business. So everything being flooded downstairs means that I had to get down there and start separating stuff to be donated, stuff to be sold, just stuff to be thrown away because it's ruined or it was just trash that nobody would want anyways. So I got a lot of that work done. Our basement is pretty well organized and split up and cleaned up as far as getting rid of what we could and cleaning up kind of everything else. So that part of it, kind of good thing. I got a lot accomplished today. But anyways, we're going to go do this. Hopefully the rain will eventually stop because it is still raining. Well, it's stopping right now, but then I think we're supposed to have a little break, and then it's supposed to rain for like 4 more days, so that will be fun. Yeah, Nan might have to like float up our driveway when she comes. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go hunt down vases for this wedding. My flowers should be at the house when we get back. My brother said he would process them for me, which is super, super awesome. Oh, and then later today, I do want to give you guys a little bit of an update as far as this whole, you know, us being crazy and saying we're gonna just totally live by faith and see what God does with us. So I will give you an update on that because we've had a couple little cool things happen that are such just awesome, neat little blessings and whatnot. It's cool to see God work. So that's what's neat. Oh, our check engine light came on and I have to drive down to the city on Monday and have not done anything to check it. I guess I should probably try to figure that out too. No, we don't have money for that, sweetie. I know, bummer. Anyways, hopefully we can find what we need. You guys, it is 5 o'clock already. I don't know. What do you want? Dog is so yippy. I don't know where the day went. I feel like we just woke up and did Bible, and now, I mean, the day's like over. Still water in the basement. My feet are frozen. They're so stinking cold. The flowers are at least in water, and then I'm gonna be designing tomorrow and Sunday. Hopefully the rain, it has stopped now. Hopefully it will stay stopped, and so we don't get any more flooding. Fingers crossed. The kids, today was their unschool day. Everybody kind of just did whatever because obviously we're busy with the flooding. What's up, sweetheart?
It's a bug bite. Sorry, I have a big bump on my neck. I was wondering if it was a bug bite.
Yeah, probably just a bug bite.
That's why I asked you.
My hair is like everywhere and it needs to be washed and whatever. What was I doing? Can you turn that down, please, girls? The kids are getting some playtime. I think Bunny's gonna go take a little nap. I'm gonna need to get dinner started here in a minute, but I wanna take a little bit. I have got to work on some computer work so that we can get the rest of our homeschool plans, our free online homeschool plans, get those posted for you all, because I'm horribly behind and really need to get that done. So I'm gonna try to work on that. I wanna talk a little bit about kind of just an update on where God is leading us. So we have, you know, for anybody who doesn't know our business, I've been a wedding coordinator, a wedding florist, and it is slowing down quite drastically. We have a little bit of business here and there, but it's really not much. And it's definitely not enough for us to support ourselves and pay our bills. We have scaled down everything so that the bills we have are quite literally bare minimum. We've gotten everything as cheap as we possibly can, as low as we possibly can. Over the past couple years, as we've kind of been moving into this ministry full time of doing stuff through our homeschool website, these videos, our podcasts, and the things that we are really just trying to stay focused on what God wants for us and where He wants us to go. Do not grab my plant, please. So we have been doing that, and as we've been going on to this, as we've been going through all of this stuff, we have been saying, God will lead us and guide us wherever we need to go. And we trust in Him fully that He will provide the means to do whatever it is that we are needing to do. So if He wants us to stay in this home, He will definitely help us and provide the things that we need to be able to do so. If we can't stay here and we have to go live somewhere else, He will provide that as well. Whatever the case is, we will do that, and we will just continue to pray and ask Him and tell Him what He needs. We will pray and tell Him what we need and have the utmost faith that He will provide what we need. Each day He will provide me exactly what I need today. If I don't get it today, it means I don't need it today. So we have been, we have been doing that and kind of really just trying to focus. That means we have gotten quite a bit of spiritual attack. My husband, especially lately, has really gotten it. Things are difficult. They are hard. Some days are incredibly frustrating. But like my husband and I, we were talking about this for an upcoming podcast, and we said, well, either you guys are going to see us epically fail because we've decided through this process where we say, yes, our business is going, but we feel God pulling us to move into this, excuse me, into this ministry, even though this ministry doesn't have an income with it.
Keep that one.
Sorry, I'm so cold. I hope I don't get sick now from being down in that water all day. But even though this ministry does not come with an income, we are trusting and believing that God will provide for us and take care of our needs. So we're showing it publicly to everyone, to all of you watching these videos, following us on social media and on our podcast. We're sharing all of this, which is very scary because, of course, everybody has their 2 cents, being helpful, of course, or some not so helpful, on what we should do and what we should, and very much appreciated in many senses. But, of course, we are here to come before God and pray and ask His guidance in everything, and not just doing things to try to please people, even well-meaning family and friends. So we're doing all of this, we're relying on Him, and we're sharing it publicly. So either you're going to watch us lose everything and completely make a huge mess out of our lives, or you'll get to see our very raw account of how God is moving and working in our lives. We're hoping for the latter there. So this week has been a huge encouragement in many different ways. Some things not so great, some things were a little raw, but would you stop pulling on my strings? I have shared how I have been keeping a log, like in my phone, of things that we need, and then I pray over those different things. And if it's something that we need, God, please provide a way to do this. You are pulling these strings out of my thing. And so this week, we've definitely seen a lot of that. And I want to share that with you. That's what this whole mess is trying to get to and explain. And so I shared some of this with you guys last week, but we have one last wedding of the year on Monday, and that payment was able to get the majority of our rent paid for the month. We have been trying to make like a payment and a half to catch up on some back stuff, but it got the payment done, so we got that taken care of. We were able, now you want Darren, of course. Thing is so messed, oh, and it's all wet. My mom was so precious and kind to us, and she is helping us out when we were able to take care of our car registration, which is super exciting. I was able to get absolutely everything we need for the wedding, of course. That stuff was already set aside and taken care of. Then, out of nowhere, this wedding that we got from, we had done a friend's wedding, and then they referred them to us, and we booked her wedding for in the spring. And so their deposit that they made on their wedding is going to allow us to get our electricity bill paid, which we have all of our utilities for the house. Everything's on one bill. It's all on our electric bill. And we are very conservative with what we use to try to keep it as low as we possibly can. We don't run the central heat or anything like that. We just use firewood in our big fireplace, and then a couple little like economic energy saving space heaters, which keeps the house comfortable for us. We're fine. But I was really kind of freaking out because we have to get that paid by the 7th, or we were looking to not have any electricity, and that would obviously be a no-go. And so just really praying, asking God for a provision for that. So the money that from their booking will allow us to be able to pay that. It gave us a little extra money so that I could go get some like soap, toothpaste, some vitamins that Lily needs to take for her teeth because she has a lot of tooth problems. A few little things like that we needed that we had on the list. I was able to take care of all of that stuff today. So super duper exciting. I just wanted to share that with you all, and this whole being very transparent about showing this process, even though a lot of it is very raw. We're able to get the things that we need because He will always provide the things that we need. I don't know where our food next week is going to come from. I don't know how. It's almost the 1st, and all the bills that I kind of maybe sort of didn't even really get paid this month are all going to be due all right again. And so there's all of that. And would you stop being a goose? She's like silly coughing standing at my feet. So all of that is there, and it is all very raw, but God is good and God is faithful. And the more that we focus on this ministry, the more that I really see stuff like growing and just being and touching people and meaning something. And so if there's something that we are doing for you, I'm so glad, because that's the whole point of this whole thing, it might seem, some days it seems like we're not doing anything. I'm talking to a camera, to no one. My husband and I are recording our conversations in a podcast. Like, some days it feels like we're doing nothing, but if it's helping anybody out there, that's what it's all about. How do we draw our families together, and how do we model our lives like Christ lived his, and glorify God in everything that we do? That's the focus, even when it doesn't make sense to the ways of the world. Probably means you're doing a good job if it doesn't make sense here in this world. Like us not stressing about, working 6 part-time minimum wage jobs if we have to, and just being stressed about making money, as opposed to saying, hey, let's put money on the back burner and focus on what is bringing a truer, deeper meaning here. So that's what we're doing. We're really excited to have you guys here. If there's anything we can lift up in prayer for you, please let us know what it is. You can even email us, theminimalisthomeschool@gmail.com, if it's something you would like to keep private. We have a new website that I'm trying to finish up. We've got the homeschool plans that are coming up. The magazine, of course, if you haven't gotten our free magazine, you have to go grab that. If you have gotten our magazine, go over to Amazon and leave us a review. We would love to see some more reviews coming on that. The podcast is now on iTunes and Google Play, as well as SoundCloud and YouTube, so that's crazy cool. We're working on new stuff. We've got some book ideas we're rolling around. We're trying to do all the things we possibly can to just pour into all the other families, all the other moms and dads and kids that we possibly can, to maybe serve you in some way. That's what we're trying to do here. So make sure you check everything out. Let us know if you have any prayer requests. Let us know if there's anything that we can do that would be something you would like to see, because we'd be happy to do it. And yeah, we are not going to do the live tomorrow, but today when you're watching this, most likely we're not going to do it. We have been doing them Saturday at noon, but just with my husband has been under a lot of attack this week, and so I think he could use a day just to kind of relax, especially since today was all surrounded around bailing out our basement. Maybe tomorrow the basement will be flooded again, so we'll be busy with that. And then I have this huge wedding I have to design. So I think we're just going to take this weekend and just not stress about it, just let it all be, and hopefully next Saturday we'll be back on top of it. But anyways, come back and see us on Monday as we vlog through our 100 days of homeschool. Make sure you click subscribe and tap the bell and do all of those cool YouTube-y things, because then it makes us feel like, hey, yay, what I'm doing actually means something to somebody, and I'm not just wasting my time talking into the camera all day with my hair a mess and my house a complete disaster behind me. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna work on the computer. Probably gonna make a hot cup of tea because I'm freezing. And I'm gonna take a ton of homemade elderberry syrup to make sure that I don't get sick after being down in freezing cold water all day long. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Please pray for our family. Keep us in your prayers. We would really, really appreciate it, because this whole going away from the system and totally jumping out into the sea with everything rooted in faith and literally nothing of our own doing is a scary, difficult, amazing process. And so if you think of us and can pray for us, we would really appreciate it. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. And I guess this is the last, no, Monday is still technically, I was gonna say this is the last vlog of the year, but Monday is the 31st. So never mind, it is the second to last video of the 2018 year, which is crazy. See you guys on Monday.